leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
You look at the defense for these Texans.
This unit, third best in the NFL in stopping the run.
Most of their challenges have come in the passing game because against the run, they've been pretty darn good. Now you've got to figure out a way to slow down those receivers before they get downfield and maybe make a few more plays on the ball when it's in the air.
Play action. Now Wilson. They'll roll him out right.
Open man downfield is Judy. He's got it.
A huge play there for Denver. 51 yards. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Up the middle, it's Williams. They had the huge play last time. Here it is a much smaller gain of 2.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
2nd down and 8.
They go play action now. Wilson. He'll buy some time right. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones.
And the Texans are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw some away on that snap. And look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points were given away? It could cost them a ball game.
And he's going to be taken down shy of the 5-yard line.
Pat Surtain up to make the play.
That first down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room. If you have to run the punter out there, he can successfully complete the punt.
Yeah, didn't get a ton there, but at least some positive yardage. A first carry for Leonard Fournette. Runs over. It'll be a gain of 7, and they get it back to a 3rd and 3.
This defense for the Broncos, they were excellent a week ago in the win over Pittsburgh.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on 3rd down.
Stroud to throw it. Gets the dump off to Pierce.
And he'll be out of bounds right around the 14. A 3-yard gain and enough for the first down.
The Texans at a disappointing 1-4 as they start play. If they come into this one knowing it's been a while since they've had a W, they have dropped 4 in a row.
Let me tell you, when you go a month, partner, in this league without a victory, it gets tough to come to work every day. And in addition, you start to wonder about your job security as well.
Stroud looking to change the play.
Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Running it out of the gun with Pierce.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
Come on.
Here's 2nd and 10. They go again with Pierce.
Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Ready for the second quarter from Houston. It's the Texans in possession of the football as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. A shotgun snap to Stroud. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. Well, that's one way to convert on 3rd down, picking up 26 yards. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
Pierce now up the middle. And some room to run now. And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a 1st down. Defensively, they were in the 3-4. Solid run up the middle. What made it successful?
Well, what you have to do is control the nose guard, but sometimes you don't do it by blocking him. You do it by influencing him. Get him moving to one side or the other and hit him back on the opposite.
Check.
1st down, they go right back to Pierce. And the running lane's non-existent in this 1st half as they'll stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Play action. Stroud now. Forced out to his left. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
This offense 2 for 2 on 3rd downs on this drive. They're in for a tough test here, though. 3rd and long. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Taking a shot for Dell here. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. On 4th down, here's Cameron Johnston on to punt for Houston. And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. This is fielded at the 7. 8 yards on the return following a punt of 41. And it'll be 1st and 10 Broncos from deep in their own territory. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with it. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Now Wilson. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Only able to gain a couple there. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
The interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target.
Third down and 6.
Now it's Wilson. And he's got his man in stride, complete. A gain of 2, just like we saw in 1st and 2nd down as well. Deuce is wild. 4th down, so on is the punter, Riley Dixon. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away.
Bowden now to return.
That'll go as a 42-yard punt. They'll be aided by a loss of yardage on the return.
And the Texans will take over.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
In the midst of, well, let's just say a not-so-rosy losing streak. They've got the open week, though, coming up next weekend, so you have to figure this to be a game that they dearly love to have.
Oh, indeed. They have to have this one because that's something positive to take with you when you go away for a few days, and it actually releases your mind. If they lose this one, that mind stays cluttered the entire time they're away, and they've got to scramble to get back in sync when they start playing again.
Ready?
Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 37. And they'll go right back to Pierce.
And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. The Texans on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2.
Back to throw. Here's Stroud.
Escaping the pressure right.
And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up.
On 4th down, out is the punter, Cameron Johnston, to boot it away.
A minute 55 left to go in the first half of play.
Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. Denver offense at the line, ready to go.
As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues. Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
Now Wilson wants a different look.
And he'll send the tight end in motion left. On 1st down, Wilson. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
Well, looks like they'll move things around here.
On 2nd down, Goodson. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. Now Wilson. Throw right side is going to be caught by Judy. But he is out of bounds inside the 35. A gain of 19 and picking up the 1st.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. Wilson. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time.
Derek Stingley picks it, and the Texans are going to take over at their own 2-yard line. 3 first-half interceptions now, and Charles, you'd have to think a fair amount of concern is developing over there on that sideline.
And there should be, because essentially he's been a little loose and possibly reckless with the football here in the 1st half. Now, maybe it's not all on him, but still 3 interceptions. That puts the entire team in jeopardy. So the play caller from here on out got to design some throws for him that he can complete, keep it away from the defense, and try and get him back on track.
Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the 1st half.
Well, not a game that you're going to go crazy about, but when you start at your own 2-yard line, any type of space is good for the offensive guys.
Yeah, you just can't go backwards from here. They did it. Now we'll see if they can keep it on schedule here on 2nd down.
This is 2nd and 8.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Ready.
A give left side for Pierce.
And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
60 Maverick, 60 Maverick.
From the gun on 3rd down, here's Stroud. Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this 1st half.
Got it. Ready?
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Stroud out of the gun here.
Eluding the pressure right.
And this is incomplete. Very lucky to get that one back. That nearly picked. It's 2nd down now.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just talking about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
Now it's 2nd and 10. Stroud looking to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
That's some good closing speed there defensively, because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
On 3rd down, here's Pierce. And he can only manage to take this thing to the 38, well shy of the 1st down. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the 1st half. On is the punter, Johnston, now as he sends this one away. This is taken at the 18. A 40-yard punt, 5 yards on the return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
2nd and 10. Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And he'll push forward here for a good little run as the clock continues to run. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. We welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Just the 1 touchdown in that 1st half. 7-0 our score as we get going in quarter number 3. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Their defense has pitched the shutout. Now they probably need to deliver a little breathing room, maybe make it a 2-score game as they've got it 1st and 10. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21. In the 1st half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
2nd and 9 now from the 21.
Viking 18.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Slide. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. He couldn't get away. He'll wind up losing a dozen yards, a 12-yard loss, and it brings up 3rd.
On the check.
Now 3rd down and very long. Delson in motion. And he'll get an opportunity with it on the touch pass.
And he'll be out of bounds right around the 14. Here's Cameron Johnston now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Taking it about the 36. A terrific return there. 27 yards all told. And it'll be a short field for the Broncos as they take over 1st and 10. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. Goodson. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Williams. Ooh, the juke. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown.
Javonte Williams, his 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Broncos are within an extra point of tying up this ball game.
Rosas good with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
We got a brand new ball game, all even after that last touchdown, so every drive now becoming a little more critical here in the second half.
And he'll wind up losing yardage here, back at the 21-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Stroud now on 2nd down.
Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
18, pioneer.
Here's Stroud. That is caught.
And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
Hold me ready.
Stroud off the play fake. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down.
But the passing game right now for them, not overly impressive. Last week he hit on right at 50%. This week he's under 50%.
And it's not just on him. Protection, a few breakdowns along the way that's made him get off the spot. Receivers not getting their way open downfield. The coverage has been awfully tight. They've got to all get together and find ways to make this passing game get in gear.
Third quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10. Pierce takes it straight ahead.
And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Here we go.
3rd and 5. Play action. Here's Stroud. Taking a shot for Dell here.
And this is taken in at the 5. Touchdown, Houston.
Take Dell.
50 yards. And the Texans have taken the lead.
Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. I don't know if last year as a rookie if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the second-year quarterback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. After that last score we just saw, now 14-7, so a chance to march down the field here, try to tie this football game. Now Wilson changing the play.
Throwing to start the drive. Wilson. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Now they'll audible to something else.
Here's Wilson.
That's complete. It's Greg Dulcich.
And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Denzel Perryman there to bring him down.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
2nd and 10. Thanks for tagging along with us here from Houston, Texas.
Now it's Wilson. Got a man open. It's Sutton. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
On 3rd and 1, Wilson.
This one swung out to Williams.
So nothing doing there. And that's going to bring up the fourth down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on third down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
They're going on fourth down. It's Wilson. And it's going to be batted down. And we'll go the other way with the football. The Broncos unable to convert here on fourth. And this Texans defense stands tall. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
Back now in Houston. It's the Texans in control of the football and leading this game as well as we start the fourth.
Here we go, here we go. No, no. Ready up.
Quickly out wide to Mechie.
And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. A really nice gain of 25 yards. That's how you draw up the run-pass option right there. You get a chunk play out of it.
And you know quarterbacks love to throw the RPOs because oftentimes they're in-breaking routes, but receivers love it even more. The ball gets to them quickly, allows them to put some moves on in the secondary.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Ready.
Fournette on the counter. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Ready.
2nd and 9. And Stroud now to throw. As this complete to Woods.
It'll be a gain of 5. And that'll bring us to a 3rd and 4.
That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 4.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
Check, man.
There's
Check,
Cooks
man.
in motion right. Stroud working out of the gun. And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's 4th down.
Huge article in their local paper this morning saying how the 4 interceptions last week led them to that victory. Here they haven't been able to come up with one, and they're losing. Probably not a coincidence.
I don't think so at all. I think you're spot on, but maybe they put a little extra pressure on themselves because 4 interceptions last week, victory. Right now, no interceptions in this game. Had a chance for one, missed it, and they're losing. Probably feeling the pressure right now.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a 2-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly.
They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams.
And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34.
2nd and 1 at the 34-yard line.
They run it again with Williams. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Play action. It's Wilson. Man open left side. It's Williams. And he goes out right around the 39. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Wilson.
Everything about that play tells you about today's NFL offenses and what they're asking out of running backs. You can't just be a guy who can run the football. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't get that done on that play.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Here's Wilson to throw. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. M.J. Stewart, mainly known for his pass coverage, this time a sack. I don't think that was a blitz, was it?
No, not at all. I mean, there was no blitz called on the play, had other responsibilities, but he saw an opportunity, saw a path, and he took it.
It's 3rd and long now for Wilson and the Broncos after that sack. Now they'll shift things around. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. Well, down 2 scores in the 4th quarter. It maybe wasn't quite desperation time, but it was getting close. And that interception there on the deep ball, that probably slams the door on their chances.
And maybe that was the thought process, that it wasn't quite desperation time. So now you take the shot before they're going to lay back any farther on defense. Go ahead and throw it downfield. Unfortunately, it didn't work.
Hand off left side, Pierce. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Panther 60.
Pierce gets this one running right. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him. Find him.
So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still 8 up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Here's 1st and 10.
Gotta go. In and out.
Wilson going to change things up here.
Left pass. Start.
They begin the drive with Williams. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
Here comes 2nd down.
Now it's Wilson. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
And he's just throwing the ball up for grabs now. Fortunately, that one going to fall incomplete. This crowd turning up the decibel level. It's 3rd and long.
Silent. 19. 14. Start.
Up the middle they go. Goodson. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25.
4th down. 10 yards to go.
They'll try and throw for it with Wilson.
Finding Sutton.
And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Good job right there. Start.
Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. This will be caught. Judy. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30.
All 3 timeouts remain, but they've got to score quick. It's 1st and 10.
This is caught. Touchdown, Broncos.
Tyler Goodson, 30 yards. And the Broncos have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th.
PAT up and good by Rosas. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So a minute and change to go, and this is going to be an onside kick. And the effort snuffed out. The Texans' hands team recovers. A tough one there. They certainly wanted that when they needed it, but they didn't absolutely have to get it. They still do have 3 timeouts.
You're exactly right. They had to attempt it. But even though they didn't get it, as you noted, with 3 timeouts, if they can get these stops on defense, all hope is not lost.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Chop alert.
Now a handoff for Pierce.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7.
Check, Panther. Ready, right?
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball.
Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as it comes with exactly a minute to go in the football game.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
Come on.
3rd and 3.
Bronco 80. Ready.
Pierce will try to pick it up. And the Texans are going to have a 1st down, and that is the big one, as they should be able to run it off from here.
It's a gain of 8 there, and that should be enough to seal the victory. Down to a knee here as the Texans look to let the clock roll. So Houston going to come away here with the victory. And we talked so much about the turnover battle determining who wins and who loses. This game, no exception. They didn't turn the ball over at all, and they go on to victory.
They look like a smooth operation in this one, didn't they? Because you look at every facet of the game, they handled their business. Offense took care of the football, converted it into points. Defense took the ball away, gave it back to the offense. Special teams right there with them. That's the type of game